Hey my loves, let me show you how I've achieved this beautiful full glam step by step. Starting off with the brows, I'm going in with my Speedy Outline Eyebrow Pencil. I'm shaping out the bottom of my eyebrow and then going in, shaping out the top of my eyebrow. Now I'm not going to shade them in. What I'm going to do is use a spoolie and just brush up the product of the eyebrow pencil that I just used to fill in my brow hairs. I'm going to do that on both sides. As you can see, it just smooths out the eyebrows, making them look less harsh. Next, I'm going to go in with my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Concealer in the shade Golden Honey, just to kind of clean up those eyebrows and make them look even more neat. I'm going to do that to the top and the bottom of the brows. Once I get these lines cleaned up, I'm going to go in and just blend out that concealer. With makeup, the blending is the most important thing. We want to make sure that we're focusing on blending out everything really good to get a nice, smooth, flawless finish. Once this concealer is all blended in, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Master Prime and prep my face. Next, I'm going to go on with my foundation, the Ruby Kisses in the shade 14. This foundation is very lightweight, barely feels like you're even wearing anything, which is why I love it. And you can get it at the beauty store for $5.99, so you can't beat that. Next, I'm going to go in with my concealer from True Complexion in the shade Fair to Light and brighten up the T-zone area, which is going to be under your eyes, your nose, above your lip, on the chin, and on your forehead. These are the areas I particularly as well like to have brightened whenever doing my makeup. While that dries, I'm going to go in with my SheGlam Define Stick in the shade Earthy Sepia. And I'm going to go under my cheekbones, my jawline, make sure that I get my nose to define that, as well as my forehead. Now I'm going to go back to that concealer since it's been sitting for a minute and blend it out. And we're going to keep it specifically in the area of where we place the product. This part can be tedious because you will once again need to make sure that you are blending out the concealer really good so it's not creasing in those areas, especially under the eyes. You want to make sure that you blend it out and get a smooth finish once you've done with the concealer. You should start to see a highlighted area in that T-zone area that we were referring to earlier, where it's brightened in those locations where you put the concealer. Taking an angled brush, we're going to go in and start blending out the areas of where we placed that bronzer, which is going to be on the nose. You see it starting to define a little bit more. Blending out upwards on those cheekbones. Going up towards the forehead area where you placed it as well. Lastly, get in that jawline where we placed it as well. Starting with my powders, I'm going to go in with the Kimchi Puff Puff Pass in the shade Banana. And we're going to be touching on those same areas where we placed our concealer in that T-zone area. To bake, we are going to use our Sasha Buttercup setting powder, and we are going to be placing that in the same areas of where we had the Kimchi Puff Puff Pass powder. I'm an oily girl, so I like to use 2 powders, one to help brighten, also 2 to get a more mattified look so that my skin doesn't look as oily when doing my makeup. If you're extra like me, you can do the chiseling of the jawline just to kind of add more structure to your face and define it a little bit more as well. Just, I love being a little bit extra. So. Next, I'm going in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer Contour Palette. In all the areas where we did not place that concealer, we're going to go in and put that contour. So in the middle of the cheekbones, in the jaw, as well as the forehead, the bottom of the jaw, the same areas where we placed our bronzer. And we also want to make sure that we chisel out the nose as well. Once that's set for a little while, I'm going to go in with a clean brush and just dust off the excess powder. Make sure to get all the areas where I placed that bronzer as well as that baking powder. For blush, I'm going to go in with my Juvia's Place The Blush Rose in this baby doll pink, just right there on the apple of my cheekbone. I'm going to take the shade right next to it and use it as a highlighter, just right on top of that blush. I'm also going to add it to the top of my nose as well as in the center middle, right in between my eyes. To add a little bit of warmth to my eyes, I went in with my Fantasy palette in a brown shade, pretty neutral, just to add color to that area. Next, I went in with black eyeliner, starting at the very edge of my eye, creating that wing. Threw some cute lashes on to give it that cat eye effect. To my bottom lashes, I'm just adding mascara. Next, taking my That's the Point pencil by NYX, I'm going in and creating beauty marks. For my lips, I'm going in with a brown lip liner pencil just around the edges and corners of my lips. Once that's outlined, I'm going to go in with my Juvia's Place in the shade Coffee Break lip gloss and just fill in the middle of my lips. For the final touches and to set my face, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. And here is the final result. I absolutely love this look. Like and comment and tell me what you guys think. Is this the look you would try? Let me know.